Hi, my name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to talk to you about fiscal policy. What fiscal policy is the setting of levels of government spending and taxes that's set by the policymakers. So, there are two effects that fiscal policy has on aggregate demand, and they're shown here. So, in this first graph, expansionary policy, we see that the aggregate demand or curve is shifted to the right. The expansionary policy is used to increase the real GDP or production. In the second graph, we have the aggregate demand shifting to the left, and this one is mainly for if we want to reduce the output of government spending. So this is what we're going to talk about is interest and interest rates. Interest rates are just what the interest is charging to borrowers. In this graph, we're going to see that there's the money supply, which is shown by this line, and it's fixed by the feds. And then so this is what we show if interest is set here, the MD graph is going to be here. But if interest increases, the money demanded is going to need to increase as well. So you can see that it increases here and it increases here, meaning that there's going to be a shift to the right, which shows the increase. In this graph, it's showing quantity and supply and demand and basically output. So let's just say we're going to the store and we want to buy something. And let's say that the price level is here or the interest level is here. And so we'll have 100 people buying the item at this interest. But if the government decides that, hey, we need to increase on interest, and we're going to increase it here, you can see how the quantity output is going to be affected. So, for example, something big in Texas is guns. So, if 100 people are willing to buy guns at 6% interest rate, and then the interest rate doubles, then that would make this, according to this graph, the quantity demanded will decrease by half. And this is just a little side note. The higher the interest, the lower the quantity of supply and demand, and vice versa. The lower the interest, the higher the quantity demanded. I mean, you wouldn't want to buy anything too high, and if the interest was decreased, you'd want to get right on that and buy it. This next and last part of the presentation is talking about MPC. So in our assignment, we got MPC as 9.3, and the equation for MPC is 1 over 1 minus MPC. So we're just going to plug that in. So 1 over 1 minus 9.93. And that when you put that in a calculator, it equals 14.28 or 14.3, whatever you prefer. And so did GDP increase or decrease? According to this, GDP increased, so that's a reason to celebrate. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit about fiscal policy and aggregate demand and their relationship.